Um, oh, so I don't understand. Like they're so desperate, the right now, to make this about the culture war. They really have nothing else to talk about. And really, the culture war, we know, is just another way of saying white culture. And in many respects, over the years, it's also meant white patriarchal culture. We saw this back in 92.
There we go. Down with the patriarchy.
Boom. 92, where, you had like Dan Quayle talking about, this is going to sound bizarre to all of you. Dan Quayle attacked Murphy Brown for having a child out of wedlock. Do you know who Murphy Brown is?
TV show.
I'm not as young as you think I am, Sam.
It was a TV show.
My parents totally used to watch that when I was a kid.
A single parent. She was a reporter or a journalist or something like that. And it's always the messages that you get from the music or the TV. Like this sitcom is teaching people the wrong lesson, that you can have a child out of wedlock. Or maybe this music is destroying our culture. Like, for instance, this WAP controversy that Ben Shapiro introduced us to, where like people are hearing that women can actually get pleasure having sex, and it's not a function of a yeast infection. Who knew? This is coming as very disturbing news to people like Ben Shapiro and, of course, Tucker Carlson.
To give you a sense of what this song is about, and again, we should tell you this is one of the most popular songs in the country, and you need to go online and look up its lyrics. Here's the woman who sings it, Cardi B, explaining to women how they can become more useful sex objects. Watch.
I allow you that dry ass because your pH balance is off, and you want to know why? It's not because you're born with it. It's because y'all keep these dirty ass. You gotta tell babe, yo, your more like mustard, man. You want to throw my pH balance off? Y'all be these little dirty ass. Be and shit. Y'all need to brush your teeth before you eating barbecue ribs the whole day, bacon, egg, and cheese. Then you right after you put it inside your. Now you got bacon, egg, and cheese grease inside your. You know what I'm saying?
That's garbage. You don't need to be a Puritan to think so. It is. It's garbage. It's aimed at young American girls, maybe your girls, your granddaughters. And what is it doing to them? Can you even imagine what it's doing to them?
Hold on for one second. Pause it for a second. Before we... is that it?
There's like 5 seconds left.
First of all, there is the idea that anybody watching Fox News understood anything that she was saying. Right? Like I only caught like the last part because there's so many beeps there that they're really what they're just saying is like, look at this black woman who is talking about, I mean, and for what I gather, like apparently, and I don't know if this is actually a problem, but something about like where if you've had greasy food and then you orally copulate with your boyfriend, and then your boyfriend or girlfriend, boyfriend, I guess, copulates with your vagina, then the greasy food ends up in your vagina. Now, I do think that is, I appreciate that Cardi B is telling people you should not have greasy. First of all, you shouldn't be eating that greasy food in the first place. But secondly, you don't want that in your vagina or on your penis. But this is a real problem for Tucker Carlson. He's very concerned. You remember when he was complaining about people smoking pot? Do you remember that? Do you remember? When he was, like, talking about like everybody's getting high.
Oh yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? Like, let me just tell you like how old this is. This is so old. This is the definition of a reactionary, right? Where it's like he is basically just imposing the same old oppressive structures. This woman, this black woman, she's oversexed. It is a problem. She needs to stop being so popular. She needs to stop being so sexualized. She needs to stop being so black on television and talking to people.
Yeah, and the implicit part is she needs to stop talking about politics because she's an incredibly skilled communicator.
Yep.
And she's actually making a difference out there.
I just want to remind people that this is like give you a sense of just how hip Tucker Carlson is. Do we have that clip of the Ed Sullivan Show? This is the first time that Elvis Presley was on television, if I remember correctly. I wasn't alive. Maybe I was live. I'm not sure. Here, put this on. Now, what they've done here is they are shooting him from, for the most part, from the waist up. I think it was. They, I don't know if this is the one where they.
This might have been the Scandalous one that they showed.
Okay. Yeah, they were afraid because he was moving his groin around in such a way that was
whopping all over the place
to copulation.
You don't need to be a Puritan to think that's disgusting.
It's disgusting. How can they have him on TV? He is one of the most popular musicians in the world. Do you want your boys and girls to see that? My God. Disgusting.
You know what else? Like, why is he attacking Cardi B? Why isn't he attacking any of the men who objectify women? Why does he only have a problem with a woman when she's talking about her own body?
Exactly. Of course. And here he is. This time they shot him. Maybe this is the first time they shot him right up close so they don't see what he's doing with his groin.
That's much better.
Absolutely disgusting.
You can still see it in his eyes.
Yep.
You can see that wop look in his eyes right
there.
It's
worse to imagine what's going on out of frame.